Hey, curious minds! Welcome back to Alex Factfinder, where we dive into some of the coolest, weirdest, and most fascinating facts from the world around us. Now, today, we're going to blast off to a place that's totally out of this world, space. That's right, today we're exploring some mind-blowing space facts that will totally make you rethink everything you know about the universe. Ready for a cosmic journey? Let's go! Alright, here's a fascinating fact that's a little quiet. Did you know that space is completely silent? Yeah, you heard me right. There's absolutely no sound in space. Why? Well, there's no air in space to carry sound waves. So even if you were shouting your head off, no one would be able to hear you. It's like trying to talk underwater but without the bubbles. Imagine floating out in space, no noise, just silence. If you needed to communicate with your space buddy, you'd have to use radios. That's the only way to send sound across space. Next up, let's talk about the biggest thing in our solar system, the sun. Now you might think the sun is just a giant ball of fire. And while that's true, it's also huge. In fact, you could fit about 1 million Earths inside the sun and still have room left over. That's how massive it is. And trust me, Earth would look like a tiny marble compared to the sun. If we could somehow put Earth inside the sun, there'd still be room for over 1 million more Earths. So, next time you're sunbathing on a hot summer day, just remember, you're chilling on a tiny speck in a super massive ball of gas. Okay, this one is a real head-scratcher. Venus has a day that is actually longer than its year. Sounds crazy, right? Well, it's true. Venus takes about 243 Earth days to complete one full rotation on its axis. Yes, that's how long one Venusian day lasts. But here's the kicker. Venus only takes 225 Earth days to orbit around the sun, so its day is longer than its year. So if you were living on Venus, your day would be longer than the time it takes to make a full trip around the sun. Imagine spending more time asleep than actually orbiting the sun. Venus really knows how to take its time. Now for a truly sparkling fact, did you know there's a planet that might actually be made of diamonds? Yep, you heard that right. 55 Cancri E, located about 40 light-years away from Earth, is thought to have a surface covered in diamonds. It's a super hot, rocky planet, and scientists believe the extreme pressure on this planet might cause carbon to crystallize into diamonds. Can you imagine living on a planet where diamonds fall like rain? If you think your jewelry is fancy, wait until you see 55 Cancri A's sparkling surface. Now let's talk about the red planet, Mars. Believe it or not, a day on Mars is super close to a day here on Earth. A Martian day, known as a sol, is only about 24 hours and 39 minutes long. That's just a tiny bit longer than an Earth day. So, if you were living on Mars, you'd barely notice the difference between your days and ours. That means no crazy time adjustments for Martian vacations. Speaking of Mars, did you know it's home to the largest volcano in the entire solar system? Meet Olympus Mons. It's a massive shield volcano that's nearly 3 times the height of Mount Everest. That's over 69,000 feet tall. To put that in perspective, if you climb Mount Everest, you'd have to keep going for another 35,000 feet to reach the top of Olympus Mons. Imagine climbing Everest, and then having to keep going for miles and miles more to reach the peak of Olympus Mons. Now that's a workout! Space is truly a place full of wonder, mystery, and surprises. From silent voids to diamond planets, our universe has more than enough to amaze us. So, which fact blew your mind the most? Was it the silent vacuum of space, the size of the sun, or maybe the diamonds on 55 Cancri E? Let me know in the comments below. And of course, don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed these facts, subscribe for more, and hit that bell so you won't miss out on the next awesome adventure. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.